how to make cauliflower roast. I hope everyone's favorite veg is cauliflower. The recipe I'm going to show today is very simple. This is one of my all-time favorite food. This is a dry vegetable. This goes really well with breads. If you plan to take sandwich for lunch, this is a very easy recipe that is quick to make, and I'm sure you will like it better than the regular lettuce and tomatoes. So let's start to make this quick recipe with the easy ingredients. So let's make cauliflower roast. First we are going to blanch the cauliflower. At this stage, keep the cauliflower florets into bigger sizes like this. Don't cut them into smaller ones. Take all the florets of the cauliflower, clean them, and then put it in a pan containing some water and add a teaspoon of salt and blanch it for 6 to 7 minutes until they become little bit tender. You can add a teaspoon of turmeric powder which acts as a disinfectant. By this way, you can be thoroughly ensured the cauliflowers are very well cleaned inside the florets too. Now it's been blanching for about 7 minutes. I'm going to filter the water and remove the cauliflower and keep it aside. Now let's make the gravy. Take a pan. Once it is hot, add a tablespoon of oil. Let it get hot. To check if the oil is hot, add 2 to 3 mustard seeds. If it starts to splutter, then the oil is hot. So I am adding 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds. Let it crackle. Once they splutter, add 1 big size onion sliced very thinly. Add a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric powder needs to cook well in the oil, but you add it directly to the oil, it will burn the turmeric powder. So add to the onions instead so it gets cooked along with the onions. Add a teaspoon of salt so onions get cooked faster. Now the onions are sauteed well enough. I am going to add a tablespoon of fennel seeds. This is what is going to give a good flavor to the roast. Saute them very well until the fennel seeds are cooked with the onions. Add 2 to 3 green chilies. This is not for spicy, just for the flavor. For spiciness, we are going to add chili powder. Once the onions are sauteed well enough, it is the time to add tomatoes. Here I am adding 3 tomatoes sliced thinly like this. We need lot of onions and tomatoes in this recipe. This is what is going to give a good layer around the cauliflower and give a good spicy masala. Once you add the tomatoes, add chili powder. Here I am adding 2 teaspoons of chili powder. So chili powder can also cook along with the time needed for cooking tomatoes, so the raw smell of the chili powder will also go away. Now the only step is to cook them thoroughly. Cook until the onions and tomatoes are very well cooked. You can add some water if the gravy is getting a little bit thicker. Now if you see, the tomatoes are very well cooked. Now I am going to add the blanched cauliflower. Once you add the cauliflower, add water so that cauliflower is immersed inside the water. Whenever I make any roast, I always add a lot of water at the beginning, so all the masalas can enter the meat or vegetable and make them softer, and then try to dry all the water by cooking it in high flame and adding oil to make it into crispier roast. Now you know why I asked to cut the cauliflower florets into big pieces. Because when we are cooking in this sauce for a long time, the cauliflowers are going to fall apart. By doing this way, you will finally end up in having small pieces of florets instead of a mush. Cover it with a lid so it gets cooked faster. You can see the transformation of this sauce to a dry gravy in the video. Add a tablespoon of oil. Do a taste check and add salt as needed. Once again I am adding a tablespoon of oil. All these oils helps in cooking it crispier and faster. Once you feel the gravy is getting a little bit thicker, it is the time to add a teaspoon of lemon juice. Don't add more than that. This is to blend the flavors together. But add it before all the water evaporates, so it can easily blend. Once again, I am adding a tablespoon of oil. This process took more than 15 minutes in high flame. But see, the water is totally evaporated and all the florets are in bite-sized pieces. Once you see all the oil starting to float on the top, you can stop cooking at this stage. Can you see how it became dry and all the oils are coming out? Now I am going to stop cooking. Transfer it to a serving container. I hope you enjoyed my cauliflower recipe. Until we meet up in the next recipe, tada, bye bye.